Hi, Combat fans. This is Neff coming to you live from the Super Monday Night Combat Arena. This week we're coming to you live from Gun Mountain, the newest map added in the latest patch by Uber Entertainment. This week I'll be playing Gunner, because what better class to play on Gun Mountain than the Gunner? So I'll talk about a bit about skill order and give you some tips and tricks for him. We'll talk about the map itself and some of its unique features, flare, taunts, some nerfs and buffs to pros, an accidental glitch that lets you upgrade turrets.
To Monday Night Combat. I'm GG Stack coming at you live along with my co-host Chip Valvant.
Looking forward to a great matchup, GG.
So those are the Shelly cannons. They recharge every 2.5 minutes and can be activated for 750 cash, and they shell the enemy side of the map. Here's Gunner. I'm going to focus on missile, offense, and defense, pretty much in that order.
Yeah, we have a good combat girl.
This is my first time playing the map, so I don't know it 100%. You can see I kind of just follow my teammates here. I wind up in the middle of the map. Here's where the Annihilator is located. Actually very similar to the original Ammo Mule on MNC, so please think about that while watching the video, that this pretty much is a translation of Ammo Mule over from MNC to SMNC. There's 3 levels on the map, just like Ammo Mule as well. So here I'm just starting out with the mortar. I'm too far away to really do any damage with the minigun. I am hitting the bridge in front of me a couple times like a derp, but whatever. So you want to kind of stand at a range where you'll be able to hit with the mortar. You can hit bots with the splash. I usually prefer to kill bots with the minigun because the reticle is wide enough to cover most of the bots in a group, and it seems to do more damage as long as I'm close enough. Here, this tank, I believe, is going to be First Blood. The missile hits him and brings him out there.
Point, GG.
Well said, Chip.
I concur, GG.
Right again, Chip.
So the Shelly cannons are located to the right of me right now for this lane, and then the same thing is present in the other lane. I'll walk over to it.
Thank you, thank you.
Like I said, going to go with offense. This combat girl is a huge help. You know, all defenders out there, please heal your enforcers. They can soak up a lot of damage for you, and she's part of the key to my success in this game for sure. The latest patch added some new items called Flare. Currently, these are mostly like badges that you could wear on your chest, but it's just another unique way that you can customize your pro for a couple bucks if you're interested. Just goes along with uniforms and is basically another uniform piece, if you will. They also added a Monday Night Fever, like disco-style taunt for every pro, which is pretty cool. See Gunslinger here. She had her kneecap range nerfed in the latest patch. I'm just going to spam missiles at her. She should be able to headshot me and destroy me from range, but
all they know is that he was last seen leading a Mardi Gras parade into a swamp just outside New Orleans.
On my Gunner right now, I'm running skill recharge endorsements at 15%, and then I think I have like plus 40 speed or something like that. It's just something I'm messing around with. I really like the added speed a lot, and I love skill recharge all the time. I'll probably wind up doing something on my Gunner different in the future, but it's what was affordable, and I'm digging it for now. So since you see me trying to take down this turret, they did make some changes to the shields on the turrets and the money balls in the latest patch, where rather than pro damage just resetting the timer altogether on the turret shield or the money ball shield, it now kind of adds like 1 second per tick of damage, sort of. So you have to keep damaging the turret or the money ball in order to keep it staying down. So you can see what I'm really focused on here, despite these players being here, is taking down this turret and killing as many bots as possible. I could get really caught up. Here, I'm going to activate the Shelly cannon. So you can see the cannon turns from black to blue, so I know it's activated for my team. And then it starts shelling their half of the map. Once you kind of lay down control over these areas in the 2 lanes, you have the Annihilator and both Shelly cannons sort of at your disposal. It seems to be a lot of the player complaints that I've seen, but I really like the map so far, despite the fact that I think there could be some tweaks. So focusing on killing all those bots is what allows me to get up in levels early and stay up in levels over everyone else. You see there's some key opportunities later where I could maybe go after pros, but instead I just chase them off and keep killing bots. I send them back to base and keep killing bots. And I think that's what works for me in this round. That's not necessarily, you know, what you're going to always do. You're not going to always want to prioritize bots over pros.
He's cool, bro.
So So Annihilator's coming up soon. I was just taking a look to see what kind of defenses might be set up there. I'm going to keep working on the Blazer. Gunslinger's trying to headshot me, so I'm not going to let that happen. I'll just mess with her so she doesn't. That Laser Blazer's down. One change that was made in the latest patch, it might have helped this team. It was a glitch, really, from the original MNC, it seems like. Is that you can upgrade a level 2 Laser Blazer, which is your front 2 turrets, from level 2 to level 3. Here you can see 3 or 4 enemy team members are in the other lane, so I'm going to juice. I'm actually just juicing to lose damage fall off and for the heal, because I know when I juice, it's going to push these people away.
Thank you.
And I'm going to pick up a kill at least from it. But my goal was more an intimidation / get them damaged and running away than it was to just slaughter the entire enemy team. And it got us the Annihilator, of course. So. It's Gunslinger still peppering me away, but we had support on the top level, and we also have a commando backing us up. I wish I had someone to stop that grapple, but you can see I got my missile off and stuff, and we were about to get the Annihilator right now. So on the 3rd floor was the commando and the support, which helped me out against the Gunslinger, and there's also a lower level. So I don't go on both those levels on this map, although I will hit a couple jump pads that will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Very reminiscent of Ammo Mule, though. So there's a central structure with the Annihilator in the middle. There's a level above it, similar to like how you can stand on the glass above the Annihilator on Ammo Mule, and then there's a level below it, similar to how the tunnels went underneath the bottom of that Ammo Mule.
How's your son doing at school?
Great. Coach says he's a natural striker.
Some changes to pros in the latest patch. You'll see here, I got pros all around me, but I'm going to focus on taking out this rocket turret and killing the bots. I think Combat Girl and I get in trouble here.
Our bot streak just got extreme. Super extreme.
No, that's another
Possibly too extreme, but
so Assassin Shuriken radius got increased, so that should fix some issues with her shurikens not hitting targets. I'm pretty sure the change to the radius also brought along some visual changes too, because they actually look bigger to me, but I could be wrong. It could just be a misperception on my part. For defenders, Leo's Mona laser damage got increased, but the range got decreased. It seems like a pretty fair trade-off. I mean, he's still going to be a great bot pusher. So here, they finally got smart and went after my healer, which is really what's also been able to keep me up in their face the whole time. So I, unfortunately, am not able to save Combat Girl because I missed with that initial slam. The tank just got past it. So I come back, I kill the tank, and then I'm just going to push bots with Carl here for a second while I wait for CG to get back. That tank, his shield no longer protects him against the Annihilator or ejectors, so that's another change from the latest patch. I guess since I'm playing Gunner, I should talk about Gunner, right? So in the latest patch, the initial armor from deploy got increased based on the level you have deploy upgraded to. Here I'm just getting a bouncer. I love bouncers. They're a big help. He's going to score a kill for me even. Headshot protection now activates on deploy at the beginning of the animation and then deactivates at the end of the animation. Big plus and requested by players. You can see my bouncer going to town here. I just love those guys. And then the minigun notes the spin no longer sets to 0 when you juice or slam. And the spin down time has also been increased, so it takes longer to spin down. And then reloading now removes any spin up that you had going at all. So these were some player requested changes. I'm kind of headed back to base here in the hopes to heal. I run into Leo. I wasn't really expecting it, but I knew my lane was pushed up a little bit. But he is a pretty easy kill when I have 2 of my teammates with me. And you'll notice the vast majority of the time in this match, I'm always with other players. That is what's going to help keep me alive and keep something like a commando from dropping down on me and killing me.
Oh, look out! Shelly Expection is still pay for her permanence.
But it also defeats the sharpshooter. There you can see the top level.
And Iceman says, "Sayonara, cruel world. If only he'd reached out. Not to me, actually. I would have told him, go ahead. But to someone else."
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of friendly guys at
so I grab a level of slam when I can, when I have the extra point. I know some players say that I do not value it as highly as I probably could, and they're probably right about that. I don't main gunner, so, you know, I'm certainly not a perfect gunner player, and you could probably use more of the slam to stun bots and turrets. Here I'm just using CG to heal me, to keep pushing these bots into the base, to take down the I'm gonna finish off the rocket turret.
Oh, look at that, everybody.
Not even
Bullseye's out on the field. Who's gonna shoot him?
Time to shoot him for cash and prize.
Get him. Oh.
So you can see there's a straight pathway out of the enemy base towards the Annihilator right at the front there, just like in our base. It's totally symmetrical. So I took out the rocket turret, but these scramblers are on me, so I'm running away because that prevents me from using my abilities. I'm going to just shoot to keep people back. I'm basically just going to bail because I got overwhelmed there. You can see my life is kind of in trouble, and Combat Girl is not the strongest healer of all, but her heals are good enough to mitigate a lot of this damage. I'm going to switch back to the mortar briefly, just because there's a group of bots there. Once it switches back to the single Fuji, I believe I'm just going to switch back to the mortar, or the
Hot Shots defenses are weakened after they lose a turret.
And the gunner can really shred through some bots, and we can use those for levels easily. Stick with your team big time, because mobility is not his strong point. Part of the reason I have speed equipped. So I just chase them back in their base. I could go after them, but I really want to get these bots on the money ball, so I'm gonna make sure they make it there. Annihilator is also about to go off right now, so I need to make sure to get my behind over there. So this tank's going to come up. I'm going to slam to stun him, go around the corner, and head towards the Annihilator. I think he's just going to back off because the slam put enough distance between me and him that he won't catch up, especially because he used up his charge in order to get over to me. So we're sending the Annihilator off right now.
Annihilator Iceman!
Finish upgrade defense there, and I've got the 1-level slam like I told you about. I don't upgrade deploy until dead last. It's just not my thing. I know some players use it well to their advantage, and every once in a while I do too. I'm not saying it's useless, but just in comparison to what else I could be leveling up, I just don't see the value. But certainly feel free. So I get in real big trouble here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm looking for a Regenitol because I never played on the map. I find a juice machine. I had 2,000. I have a teammate coming up behind the guy who was definitely going to kill me. He manages to finish him off as I slam him so that I make it out alive. If it wasn't for my teammates, some teamwork, quick thinking, and having the 2,000 cash, because I almost never buy juice and never sit on 2,000 cash, I wouldn't have made it out of there alive at all. So right here, we're pretty much just going to wrap things up. If you guys have any ideas for future videos that you'd like to see, if there's certain pros you want me to play or certain information you're interested in, I'd love to talk about it. If you would like to, you can add me on Steam with the information in the description of the video below. You can also find my live stream that way. Look at Combat Girl Tonka, hilarious. You can find me on Twitter for some video game news. As always, good luck and have bacon. And I can't wait to see you on the field of combat.
It's a good day to be blue.
Let's do this tiki style. I love what you...
Good night, everybody. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show where Chip and I take turns